Hi wealthy people, so today we're going to do again another quick video, and today I would like to talk about compulsive spending or excessive shopping. And if you're someone who find yourself to be a compulsive or excessive shopper, or you're someone that you have a budget but then you still find yourself not being able to follow it because you're stuck with the spiral of online shopping and whatnot, then this video is for you. Since we're very fortunate enough, it's January 1 and we're about to play tennis, and since no one is around, I'll just take the mask off. It's just me and Boy, so you could properly understand me. So by the way, before we begin, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Kez and I'm the content creator of Wealthy Living You, where I teach and share to people or Filipinos how to make, save and invest in the Philippines. So if you want more content of that, please consider subscribing, like this video if any of my videos if you find anything insightful or helpful. So anyway, going back to compulsive spending or shopping. So I used to be this way before I became a minimalist. I still get bumps in the road with online shopping and whatnot, but I find this 5 tips helpful, especially when I just want to do an autopilot and not be stressed about online shopping. And the number one thing is, like my husband taught me, is to always plan our purchases. So what we do is we plan our purchases, we determine what we actually need, because we're very intentional with our spending. And then we don't wait for the item to go on sale. If we really need an item, you see, if you need an item, you really need it, and you don't need to wait for some item to go on sale, because most often than not, when you buy an item for sale, you end up buying more than what you need. So you just plan your purchases, and then when you determine and when you realize na you've taken some time to really think na, oh, do you really need this item? Do I really need this product? Then you go ahead and buy it because you need the item for your daily activities. Number two is very helpful personally for me also, and that is to download ad blocker apps or softwares if you're using a computer. But I usually just use my mobile phone. So an ad blocker is an app usually, or a software where it blocks the unnecessary advertisements that usually triggers your compulsive spending or shopping. So there are a lot of ad blockers out there. I'll just post my personal ad blocker that I use on my phone. Number 3 is, I believe on the concept of out of sight, out of mind. So for you to not get into the spiral of online shopping or excessive online shopping, then you might as well uninstall your online shopping apps like Lazada, Shopee, name everything. If you think that's been driving you crazy about your purchases, then uninstall your online shopping apps, because that's also what I did. And my husband even uninstalled his Shopee account because I use his phone sometimes using my Shopee account, so he also uninstalled that, so we could avoid unnecessary browsing over some items that we don't really need. And another tip, that's number 4, is that you filter your online access or your TV access. Most of the time, advertisers spend millions or even billions of pesos or dollars to even get you to the add to cart process. So they generate these leads that are often subtly shown on TV or on social media. So if you want to manage those purchases and ultimately bump up your savings rate, you need to limit your social media time or spending time with your TV. Our family does not have a TV, so we just rely on our phone. So that's why we're also prone to just using our phones. But then I can honestly say that since I uninstalled my Facebook and Instagram account, I've been doing a lot of readings, which I personally love. So go ahead and uninstall or limit your social media or TV exposure, because that's where the advertisers are channeling their subtle hints to lead you to purchasing. Number 5 is that I've read something about a book called the Power of Habit. I forgot the author, but he said that for you, habits. He said that habits has you have the ability to learn or unlearn habits. So you just have to determine and be conscious enough to know whether your habit loop is already triggered. So for you to change and eliminate a bad habit that is online shopping or excessive online shopping, then you first is you eliminate the unnecessary trigger of the stimulus, which is the advertisement. And ultimately he says that you can fix it by whenever you feel this trigger, you substitute it with something that is productive. Like, let's say if you find a twitch to like really browse on Shopee or Lazada, then go ahead and do some, I think, 10 push-ups or play tennis like we do. Anything that makes you divert your attention, because it's there are a lot of triggers out there, and once you minimize it, I guarantee you there will still be a lot of triggers out there, especially if you're just learning the habit of not really browsing the internet or just doing a lot of social media. So just make sure that you find a better substitute. So let's say, for example, you get a twitch, you take note of it, and then you write it down, and instead of it's also a form of self-awareness, really. So every time you get a twitch, you're triggered by, if you feel like going to on Facebook, then replace it with just reading one chapter of a book that you're currently reading, or just something that you could productively substitute into your bad habits. And eventually, as a lot of people say, it will be tough on the first instance in a few tries, but as you still persist, then it will become easier that way, and you'll surprisingly realize that you've already overcome those urges, and those urges are not going to go away. It's just about managing it. It's still happening to me. It's still happening. It's less likely that's happening to my husband, but then just continue and persist doing those substitute habits. And I hope you guys got an insight regarding how to stop impulsive shopping. Or, I'm sorry, my nose is sweating. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like running or something. But anyway, I hope that you've learned a lot of things in the short videos. And I wish you guys a happy new year. May you have a profitable businesses or anything that you want to aspire to achieve this 2021. And as always, you can be wealthy too. Hey Bobby, wish them good luck in this new year. We're playing tennis now. See you guys. Take care.